Let's look at those indicators as against what's on ground. The federal government says that the reserves have increased. You quoted $42 billion, but the speaker not too long ago spoke about the concern of Nigeria's burgeoning debt, 149 trillion naira, and warned that this is particularly not good for fiscal stability. When you consider the positive economic indicators as against concerns about federal workers, NASU is on strike, the doctors are complaining, then what's the justification for more borrowing without it translating into better fortunes for government's workforce?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I also go into the market myself. I mean, that's the kind of life I live, So it's not just you that go into the market. You just try to state things in your own words, So we are all in the market together. And of course, yes, some of the prices have crashed. Even when the temporary ban on shea nuts came out, that led to a reduction in that price by 30%. And that's significant, And shea nuts is not only for cosmetics, it also goes into food. In this country and beyond. It even goes into some of the chocolate products, as it were, So regarding, now you now dovetailed into the issue of borrowing. Okay, first of all, at 39% of GDP, Nigeria is actually under-borrowed if we use that index. Of course, even regarding, debt servicing to revenue, the last number I got last month was 64%. In 2022, there was a point in time when that number went to 120%, when we used all our revenues to service debt and then had to borrow 20% extra just to pay that same debt servicing. So indeed, our debt management is not too bad. I think that we're doing a good job in the area of debt management, if you ask me. The states were able, for one reason or the other, to pay down 42% of their debts between 2023 and 2024. 42% of the debts of the states disappeared. So listen, a country is run like a company. A company that's thriving, let's call it a conglomerate, that's a large company, is not thinking about how to pay down debt. You service debt, you pay down some, you take new ones, because you're growing and you want to expand your horizon and your capacity in the global market. You have to go into more productivity, and that may necessitate you taking on some more debt. Of course, I welcome the criticisms in terms of maybe looking at, what is our priority? What kind of debt should we be taking? What rates should we be looking at? Who should we be taking the debts from? How are we managing the debts? Are we ensuring that the money is actually going to what they are meant for? Are those debts project tied? And is that cash flow related that can bring in the money to service the debt, if not to repay everything? But look, Nigeria has a huge lacuna of infrastructural needs. We need about 3 trillion or more every year, maybe about $3 trillion to actually begin to make an impact on our infrastructure. We have rail to build, we have roads to build. Even the arterial roads that are coming up in Nigeria, Lagos, Calabar, Lagos, Badagry, Sokoto, and there's even another one that should be between Maiduguri and Sokoto and Co, and another from Calabar to Maiduguri to cover this country. All of those things are very important infrastructure that should come. And of course, we still have a lot of maintenance work to do on a lot of the infrastructure we have built.